Okay. Come on, let's have it. Yes. Hello from Sweden. This is a bit interesting. I've never gone live before. 11 people watching. Say hey if you can. I know some of you might be watching on TV. How exciting. Hey, Martin. Have you got a ticket, mate? I assume you have. Thanks a lot, Adam. From Germany as well. Yes, Ewan. What is going on, mate? You playing darts right now? I just saw your bullseye. Hang on a minute. Mate, the person who won it last year only had one ticket. So that's all it takes. Obviously, the more tickets you get, then the more, let me move this, the more chance you have. But one is all it takes. Excuse me if I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't actually have a clue what I'm doing. How'd you get tickets? So there's a link in the description. I'm not sure what it looks like for you, but I can paste it in the chat. See if you can click that. It's just on my website. 33 people watching. What? That's like a classroom. Man, you're one of the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't feel like I'm one of the best. I just feel like I'm blagging it. Here we go. Look, I can pin. Right, I've pinned at the top of the chat the link. So if anyone's just joining now and you're not sure how to get tickets, click the link. Hey from Brazil. What time is it in Brazil? Mid Wales. Sick, this is cool. 38 people. What is going on? I wonder what these little crowns mean. Do the crowns mean that you're a member? I don't. Guys, this is my first live stream. Kingfisher Helium. Ah, yes. I'm pleased to hear it. So for everyone else, I just did a Kingfisher tattoo last week. I filmed it, but I haven't been able to get it out before Christmas. So that video is going to be coming out next week. But I tell you what, just while you're here, because it's a sick tattoo, check it. You got it? Yeah. That is going to be coming out next week. Crowns our top followers. Nice. Done so many tattoos the last few weeks. I haven't been able to upload them. I wanted to get more videos out, but the lead up to Christmas has been crazy. So we've got that Kingfisher. I did this as well. That one was cool. What else have I got? Haven't got any more saved on my phone. They're on my camera. I did this little monkey. Check this monkey out. But loads of stuff recently. I haven't been able to edit all the videos, but it's all good. 43 viewers. What? Hi, big friend from India. I've watched all your videos. Not just us. Thank you very much. Hello from your woman. Hey Jody. Hey Baba. If anyone wants to ask any questions of anything, whatever, tattoo related or just life in general, we're going to be hanging out for a little while. Final entries are at 7, so I'm just going to try and upload to my story. What's going on? Loving the festive. Thank you very much. Right, I guess I should just waffle on. Got 2 tickets. Yeah, nicely done, mate. So yeah, the winner last year, like I said, he only had 1 ticket. Literally, I think my Easter raffle as well. That guy only bought 1 ticket, which is crazy. It's like just goes to show. But yeah, last year's one. If you didn't see the video of me announcing this raffle, it was a client. He had 2 sessions left on his full back piece, and he won luckily. So then his last 2 sessions were free, and we finished off his full back. It was the underwater one with the big flying manta ray. Let me see if I can find it and show you. I'm throwing darts while we wait. I think Ewan's throwing darts as well. Are you by any chance at Ewan's house? Right, let me find that tattoo before I get sidetracked. Here we are. Right, so this was last year's winner. We finished off his back piece. I'm excited to see what the winner is going to want booked in. That is going to be cool. So once we find out who the winner is, then we'll set up a consultation if it's going to be you, and then we'll chat about your ideas, and I'll make your custom tattoo. We'll book it in. It's going to be done. The tattoo will be done next year, obviously, but we'll figure out the scheduling and everything like that. Okay, so let's go through some questions. Let's have a look. Who did my tattoos? I've had quite a few different people do my tattoos, just artists that I know from like when I was doing my apprenticeship, and then some that I've gone and collected from other studios around the country. I did travel outside the country for one, so this my hand tattoo. So my hand tattoo is done by AD Pancho, which if anyone's like knows the tattoo industry, he's quite a big name. He's a bit of a legend. He's in Holland, and I went and got my hand done by him. I've got a piece on my arm. Some of you guys have asked quite a few times about my arm. This was my most recent one, like about a year and a half ago. So that's Jordan Croak who done that. He's up in Derby in the UK. That was my last one. I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on with my arm. I probably should. Yeah, I don't know. No plans yet because I'm getting laser on my chest, as some of you guys already know. So I'm kind of just focused on one thing at a time, and that's going to take a while. This one is by Amy Edwards. The lighting's a bit crap. Does anyone recognize this film? Not quite my tempo. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's some of my more recent ones. But a lot of the other stuff, like my sleeve and my leg, when I was an apprentice, I used to just get tattooed by all the guys that shot there. So I just collect like random stuff. It doesn't really mean anything to me or anything. Okay, so did you learn to tattoo in a shop or by yourself? Yeah, I had an apprenticeship at a studio. It was mostly black and grey tattoo studio. Like everyone there did black and grey, and I really wanted to do color. I knew that's where I was going to be going, so I got some tattoos by some color artists, and I bought some seminars and things like that. So in terms of learning color, I was a little bit more on my own, but I don't want to take full credit. It's just from talking to people, watching stuff online, and again, a lot of the foundations was from my apprenticeship. And obviously I had a big background in drawing in color as well, which helped. Like once I learned how to actually use a tattoo machine, a lot of my knowledge of artwork just translated over. A lot of people say if you learn how to tattoo but you don't have an art background, you're going to really suffer because you need to learn 2 skills at once, like how to draw and how to do a tattoo. But if you know how to draw, then it's just you need to learn how to tattoo, and then you take that over. One of the most talented tattoos I've ever seen. Thank you very much, Andy. Auto darts? Was that like an electronic one where you're not actually throwing real darts? Is that even cool? I don't know. That's like playing fantasy league football. It's just it's not that cool. But I actually don't know what auto darts is. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. What is my favorite tattoo that I've ever done? Huh. I don't think I've got one because it's like every couple weeks I'm doing pretty cool stuff, and it's like the new favorite is the one I just done today or like the day before, and then that'll be my favorite for a few days, and then I'll do another one. It's hard to say. That's that satanic back piece I completed a couple of weeks ago. That's definitely up there, just because it's a big monster piece, and I haven't done that many back pieces to be honest. Like I haven't finished that many because they take such a long time. So that's definitely up there. The damn, do you know? Why have I forgotten its name? The Balrog, the Lord of the Rings Balrog from last month, or did I do it at the start of the month? I don't know. That one is another one of my favorites recently, but there's so many out of each month will come a handful of favorites. Who did my frog? Jody actually did my frog. I don't think I can show you because I'm wearing tracksuit bottom, so I'd have to like go down. I'm not doing that. So Jody is a black and grey artist. Like Jody, my missus, who's off for the baby at the moment, she's a black and grey specialist. But there was a period of time where she really wanted to do some colour tattoos, and I said, "Well, you can tattoo me because then I can like guide you through what to do as you're doing it," which sounds like a great idea, right? And then I forget like tattoos really hurt, so I'm sitting there like trying to explain what to do, but I actually can't concentrate because I'm in pain, and it's on the inside of my thigh. So in the end, she was kind of just left to do it on her own. But she did a great freaking job. It looks sick. I get comments on that quite a lot. I need to get a new one from you, Jody, if you still remember how to tattoo. My neck is ready for you when I win. That sounds sick. What would you get on your neck if you won the raffle? I love tattooing necks. Like, I don't know if a lot of tattooists like tattooing necks because it's a bit awkward, but for some reason I just really enjoy it. I think it's because, say, like some people fidget when they get a tattoo, and you know it hurts. I get it. It's not comfortable. You're sitting down in awkward positions. But when it's on your neck, like I think because everyone understands, especially the client, like how big of a deal this is, and that if they fidget and I jog, which I never jog, obviously, I got quick reactions, but it's like this is just a theory, like a psychological thing where they know just to sit still, and people always sit so well when they get their neck done. Like some of my worst sitting clients, like one of my friends that I used to tattoo, he was so bad at taking the tattoo. Like I've had him tap out in under an hour before, which he would, not to embarrass him, but he'd have no shame in admitting he is terrible at sitting tattoo. But I tattooed his neck all day and he did not move at all. I don't know if it was just like a mental thing, but I like tattooing necks. Pancho rocks. 100% he does. Ticket ordered. Let's go. Your koala, yes, your koala is one of my favorites, Ewan. But I did that ages ago. It was like over a year ago, wasn't it? Come on now. There's new favorites since then. Don't be upset. Your koala is my favorite koala that I've done. It's my only koala. Auto darts is playing darts online. Gah. Listen, mate. Ewan's playing darts for real. I wish I could get a tattoo from you. If I win, really wish I could come get tattoos by you. Well, if you win, make it happen. There's some comments that are in another language. Let me see if I can translate them. Should I move this? Okay. Translate. There we go. Oh, it hasn't actually done it. Sorry. Alexandra Crick. I can't translate for some reason. going on here? In the process of getting one faded for a cover up, gonna book with Josh as soon as time's right. Yes. So getting laser treatment 100% helps the cover up process. So I can do cover ups, and as you've seen, I've posted a fair amount of cover ups that I've done. And if I think I can do it without you getting laser, I will always try to do it because it saves you money and time getting laser treatment. But the thing is, you are limited with what you can have and what's possible when you've got something already there, and it makes my decision making a lot more difficult. So if you can get laser and lighten it up a lot, it helps massively. So what I try and say is, like, do you just want a new tattoo, and are you bothered about what it is? If you're not bothered and you just want a cool new tattoo, then it makes the cover up process a lot more streamlined. But if you have something in mind that you really want and you would really like that to go in replacement of what you've got, and the idea isn't going to work based on what your existing tattoo is, then you need to go get laser, to be honest. Like, and it's, if as long as you go to a Pico Straw laser, that is like number one most important thing, and that's what I've been getting. It doesn't leave any scars. It's like the best laser machine that you can get at the moment, from what I understand. And then, you know, you just have a bit of patience, you will be able to get the tattoo that you want, ultimately. So yeah, patience. I've been doing laser on my chest for like, so this was all bright red. This was bright red, and all of this was like super blue. I'm looking in here, I can't do the opposite. It's faded a lot. I've been doing it for about a year and a half. Not as fast as possible. I probably could have done it quicker. But I was doing like half sessions at a time because it's such a massive tattoo. It comes down to here. So I've been going like every couple months for a half session. I've still probably got another year to go, but it's what it is. Have a wonderful Christmas and healthy New Year. Thank you very much. What's for dinner? We had roast chicken for dinner because we realized we ran out of chicken stock, which we need to make the gravy on Christmas Day. So we needed to eat a roast chicken so we can use the bones and make a stock, like a broth, a bone broth. So we can, yeah. So last minute run out and grab a chicken. Do you still use the FK Exo? I've never used the FK Exo. I have the FK Flux and I have used the FK Zion. Hang on, I'm trying to heat on. So when I first started tattooing, very early on, like, I think my first ever rotary machine was the FK Zion, which is the one where you can change it from 3.2 to 3.7, and you can also adjust how hard it hits. That was pretty revolutionary at the time. I used that for a good year or so, and then recently I've been using the FK Flux, which is the 4mm direct drive, the original Flux, not the second generation. Yeah, I've been using that for about maybe a year, on and off, not for every tattoo. Recently though, like, I'm not even gonna lie, in the last week, I've gone back to using an injector. I picked it up because the battery on my Flux was kept cutting out for some reason. So I just grabbed my injector because you plug it in, like old fashioned with a wire. And I was using, I was like, oh my days, I miss this machine because I used to use that right after I was using the Zion, I was switched to the injector. Well, I've used so many different machines, like 10, 15 different machines. There's so much out there, and like every person's skin is different, so it really is hard to know what you need, to be perfectly honest. Your favorite tattoo you've done should be your mother-in-law. Well, that tiny little flower, come on, Sue. Yeah, I do love it. It's good, but it stressed me out because it's so tiny. I only do big tattoos. Could you give some advice for someone to get into an apprenticeship? What is going on? What is this dodgy plug socket? Oh my day. This plug socket is dodgy. It's cutting the light out. Advice for getting into apprenticeship. Also, do you feel that prior art skills, drawing skills are needed? Yes, I 100% think that drawing or art skills is needed before you consider tattooing. Tattooing, think about tattooing like it's just another medium of art, and you're just learning how to use a machine and needles instead of like a pencil and paper, right? So if you have no clue how to create artwork, trying to create artwork then with needles, that is going to be so difficult, and it is stressful anyway. So I come from an art background, and I had many years of drawing, like 10 plus years of drawing before I even picked up a tattoo machine. And I still, when I had the tattoo machine in my hand for the first time, was sweating buckets, and I had like 3 nervous wheeze before I started, and was like shaking, so scared. And yeah, so if tattooing is something you think that you're going to want to get into eventually, start drawing now. And then in terms of getting an apprenticeship, it's tough. It is tough now, and I think it's getting harder and harder. And I do have a lot of sympathy for young artists trying to get apprenticeships, because you see a lot in the industry, people moaning about online courses, and you shouldn't be learning online, you shouldn't teach yourself. And I get it, an apprenticeship is definitely the best thing, but then studios are just not offering apprenticeships anymore. I'm sure there are some. It is tough. I think just building a good, credible portfolio, draw, paint, create artwork, have a social media following for your artwork, build a bit of a reputation as an artist. And then when you go to tattoo studios and say, hey, I'd really like to learn from you guys, I'd like to be a tattooist, they can at least look at you as you're not just some kid who's just for 5 minutes thinks you want to be a tattooist. They can actually see that you're serious and you're an artist and you have potential. And then they'll be able to tell from your drawings, like, oh, actually, this guy's pretty good, or girl, or whatever. And then they can then decide if they think that training you is going to be an asset to them. Because ultimately, they're teaching you how to tattoo so you can make them money. Like, that is the deal. Like, why else would they want to teach you if you're not going to then be renting a chair from them or giving them a percentage when you're a tattoo artist and you're getting in clients? So you need to, prove yourself that you're a competent artist, and then someone will want to teach you, I think. It's very difficult to find people to want to teach you if you don't, you're not. It looks like it's going to be a really hard work. Like, they're going to have to teach you how to be an artist and a tattooist. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because I was selling drawings before I was tattooing. So I'd left school and I had a bit of a reputation. I had an Instagram account for my art and I was posting. And then I had just some people locally, like extended family, and then they would recommend me to other people. And I was doing drawings, like portraits of cats, dogs, grandparents. And I was selling those, not like much money to live on. I was definitely underselling myself, but I then had an Instagram following, and it showed that I had a business kind of thing. So a tattoo studio looked at that and they thought, oh, like, this kid's actually already doing something. If we teach him the tattoo, it's gonna, all the customers he already has, they're gonna then come to our studio and get a tattoo from him. And that's what happened. I had people that I did drawings for ended up getting tattoos from me, and then the studio, they took the money, right? Like a percentage. Let's have a look. Tattooing is like hitting your funny bone. You don't know if it's like hurting or tickling. Dude, it hurts. I don't get some people say that it tickles. That is no way. It all hurts. It all hurts. Yeah, my studio is in Rochester. That's Rochester, Kent. I've had quite a few people in New York, America, be like, are you in Rochester, New York? No. Okay, I thought it was the EXO. No, I've not used the EXO. What are my favorite needles? Pretty much Quadrant, to be honest. I constantly try all sorts of different needles, but I just keep going back to Quadrant. Well, I've thought myself beside my main job and still do the hard way, but it's worth it. Some help from a professional. Thought myself behind. What do you mean? I know some great artists who are self-taught. Like one of my good friends, Philip.Blad, that's on Instagram. He is amazing tattooist, and he taught himself. But then he comes from like this tiny little town in Sweden where there aren't really any tattoo studios. See, I don't know why I translate this one and not the other one. I've seen almost all your YouTube videos. Greetings from Argentina. Thank you very much, Lucas. Greetings. What's everyone's plans for Christmas? We're hosting this year. Literally just cleaned the oven. Well, Jody cleaned the oven. I supervised. What was today's brand of coffee, Josh? It's always Beartown Coffee. Big man Rupert sends us the coffee. Beartown Coffee I drink at home. And during the day, I drink these Newtonic energy drinks, which I know it's not super clean, but there is like the cleanest energy drinks I think you can get. They're like, what's the word? They have, what are those like extracts that make you nootropics? That's it. They have nootropics in them. So I'll drink a coffee in the morning, and then I have one of those drinks in like the late morning, midday-ish, and then that is me caffeinated for the day. Josh, didn't hurt that much when you done Bullrog. My ass was in. Oh, it's Sally. Hey, Sally. So Souden247, she's got the Bullrog tattoo that I did. That one. Yeah. I don't know if you heard me saying, I was saying earlier, that was one of my favorites. What's going on here? Lost connection. Hang on a minute. Unable to connect. Oh, stop it. I watch your videos from India and I like your videos very much. Thank you very much. Hello from Iran. Jesus. People from all over. I just started watching your videos and would say it's amazing. Appreciate you sharing your knowledge for free and others. Thank you. Eat. Have a baby boy on the way in March. So enjoy my last people Christmas before it. Dude, Christmas next year is going to be the best one you've ever had. Peace is overrated. Babies are way cooler. You don't need peace. Congrats on the baby boy. By the way, Adam, that is awesome. Super happy for you. Babies are the best. We'll finish my full sleeve Japanese style with koi's and cherry blossoms and my kid's name. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. The Japanese, they know how to tattoo. They're like the original, like the traditional Japanese style of tattooing is, they know stuff, man. I think a lot of artists, including realism artists like myself, can benefit a lot from learning from those guys. The way they just like flow everything with the body and they leave gaps, they don't do too much. Everything's really big. So I'm just trying to sort out my screen here. I don't know why it's not connected. Technical difficulties. Oh well. Do you always dilute my colors? I dilute a lot of my colors, not all of them. And I'm very strategic on which ones I dilute and which ones I don't. It's taken me years to figure this one out. Sometimes you can actually over dilute as well. And then you're watering down the pigment too much. And when you're doing the tattoo, you're not leaving enough ink in the skin. So I pretty much dilute everything except for yellow, or I might do one drop with yellow. Magenta, I never dilute. For some reason, it doesn't matter what brand I've used. I've used all different brands of ink, but magenta is really watery with all of them. So I never dilute that. I never dilute my black because black I need to be solid. I do dilute my white because that comes out like glue. So I water that one down. Just makes it a bit easier to work with. Hope you have a canny Christmas. Yes, Paul and Karen. Canny wee Ben teaching me language from the north. I'm doing a back piece on Paul. Yeah, I agree, Justin. Like Japanese traditional, I wouldn't have a clue. My brain just doesn't go like that. So that's why if people ask me for tattoos in a style that is just not what I do, then I'd just rather them go to someone else so they can get better work. I love your work. Do you make black and grey work? Greetings from Netherlands. No, I don't do any black and grey, just because I hate it. I don't hate how it looks. Like it looks great. It's a great tattoo style. I just hate doing it. For some reason, it's like my brain just wants to color everything. And working with Jodie, she's a black and grey specialist. There was no point in me doing any black and grey tattoos when she can do them. And then she doesn't like doing color, and I would take the color client. So we kind of go 50-50 on, we share clients if they want black and grey or color. But yeah, I've just very fortunate that I've got enough clients who want color tattoos from me. So I just do that. Like, it's what I enjoy. It's what I want to be good at. It's the only thing that it's like, say I'm making a design and I'm taking reference from the internet and like putting images together and stuff like that. Everything's in color anyway, right? And then you just desaturate to make it black and gray. I know you do more than that, like curves and stuff like this, and do the contrast, but it's like as I slide that bar to desaturate the image and remove all the color from it, it's like a piece of my soul just dies. And yeah, causes me trauma. So I can't bring myself to do it. Sorry. I always get people asking for black and gray, but it's the same sort of thing as what I said about Japanese. If someone wants a black and gray tattoo, they should go to a black and gray specialist. They should go to someone who displays in their portfolio that they are competent at doing the style that you want. I only advertise color, so you've got no evidence I can even do black and gray. I can, but I don't like it. And I can't do it as good as Jodie, so it makes more sense for her to do it. And no, Jodie's not taking bookings, if that's a follow-up question. I do basic traditional designs and black and gray work on fake skins. Yeah, like some people do lots of different like combinations of designs, styles. Some artists do both color, black and gray, or trad, or neo, whatever. Like whatever you enjoy. I think I've done my fair share of black and gray. I've done my fair share of doing some neo trad and like small line work. And in the beginning, when I just finished my apprenticeship, I did everything, right? Like every style that come through the door, I just pretty much had to do it. But once I started building a client base and I could be a little bit more selective with what I did, I just pushed in the direction of doing color. And then eventually the more I advertised color tattoos and the more people wanted color tattoos, and then it spirals. So now I only book color tattoos, and I pretty much only get people asking for color tattoos. At the moment, I started a coil tattoo machine design. Will be done in black and gray on fake skin. A coil tattoo, well, like the design has a coil tattoo machine in it. Like it's a design of a coil tattoo machine. That's pretty cool. Right, how long have we got left? We got 25 minutes till the raffle. For some reason, I'm a bit nervous for like who's going to win. I don't even know why. It's exciting stuff. Oh, there we go. I'm like one of those car companies. I don't understand how those raffle companies make so much money, because they're doing insane raffles every week. Like they give away houses and Lamborghinis and stuff. It's actually insane. And there's so many companies, right? You see them all the time on Instagram. Blows my mind. I hate to do lines. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard work. Doing clean lines is very difficult. But even in color tattoos, like realism, you still need to be able to pull lines. There's a lot of line work in my tattooing, which is hidden quite strategically, but you got to put line work in your realism, in my opinion, to like keep everything together as it heals over many years. Like, for example, basically what I do is, top tip, giving away some secrets right now. But let me show you. Let's see if I can find it. Tell you that's a good example. So let's take that kingfisher that we spoke about. But okay, let's pull back. So I will do an outline around the kingfisher that is the same color as the background. So then when it's all done, you can't see the outline and it just looks like you've got background, foreground. But when it heals strong, and there's a clear separation between the pigments in the skin, because line work is like, it cuts a bit deeper and it just holds more solid. So then you minimize how much blur between the ink as it heals, and then you get a sharper looking image. So even in realism, you got to do line work. Line work is important. So you can't give a hint in the next video, will you? Will you succeed tossing the paper? Dude, did you not watch my last video? I got 2 out of 2. It's a video I posted of the dogs, the 2 dog portraits I posted on Saturday. I made both shots. It's hard. It is hard. I don't know if anyone follows me on Instagram and they saw my story when Ewan was in. He thought he could do it. He come in the shop being all like, "Oh, it can't even be that hard." Then it Ewan. It is hard. You missed it like 5 times in a row. See if we can do one right now, yeah? Hang on a minute. If I can do one right now, it's a Christmas miracle. I'll save this. This is 90p. If anyone knows, this is 90p. I ain't wasting money. Right, okay. Hang on a minute. Let me position the bin. Bear with. Oh, it's a bit dark in here. It's a bit of a mess. Hang on. Right, we'll make it fair. That's more or less where it is. All right. You with me? Okay. That's it. I'm not wasting any more paper. Maybe next Christmas. Damn it. Where was we? Was we like this? Oh, goodness. No, I didn't. It went straight over the top. Maybe it's too dark for you to see. How can I make cool gray ink for covering up toes? So like an opaque gray, you can mix black with white in varying quantities, or you can buy an opaque gray set. Some of them are cooler than others. Some are a bit warmer. I think Pancho has a really great set by World Famous, which are pretty cold. Or also Poach monochromatic set by World Famous is another great gray set. I use 2 of those grays, and they heal quite cool. You can always mix like a teeny drop of blue in with the gray to make it colder. Not too much because it will look blue, right? We can always do that. Egyptian sleeve done next. Ah, Martin. How are you, mate? Surely it's not the same line. Maybe I'm getting confused. Anyway. Dogs are fantastic. Thank you very much. I want a diving kingfisher tattoo, but abstract with a paint splash. Yeah, that sounds cool. I love doing a little bit of abstract stuff like watercolor effect. I do that, especially on my more feminine tattoos when I have women who want to get tattooed from me, and it's like a one-off piece rather than doing a full sleeve. If it's a full sleeve, I don't do it because then I can just blend the background in and everything's seamless. But if it's a one-off, I'll do a bit of paint. And I like doing that. Let me show you the one I did the other day. For anyone new. I hate the new iPhone update where you can't. Nothing is in order. What is going on? Oh, stop it. Yeah, kingfishers are cool. They're probably my favorite bird, just because of the blue and orange. That color combo is epic. Need to make sure I keep an eye on the time. I'm gonna set a timer so I don't get sidetracked. My first one hit the lid finger. Yeah, it doesn't matter, bruv. It wasn't in the bin. If the lid, that's just an excuse. Shut up. Maybe I should move this because I keep looking to the chat. Maybe that makes a bit more sense because the chat is here. Oh, I contacted the electrician for the place here, and he said he was going to fix my plugs, but he hasn't. Do you use mostly Magnum or curved Magnum for colors? When should I use each one? That is a preference. So curved Magnum, obviously, like soft edge Magnum is another word. I like using Magnum for my 7, and then everything above a 7, I use a soft edge curved. And then just whatever number you like 13, 15, whatever. But I think for the really small Magnums, when you're packing in details really tight, I like it being straight because then I can turn my machine and use the corner. This doesn't feel right now. Is that all right? Or was it better before? I don't even know, guys. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Anyway. Yeah, so straight Magnum, you're going to be a bit more precise. So I think it's beneficial for smaller ones. And then when I want smooth color transitions and I'm packing in and I want my colors to blend in a bit easier and more seamless, I'll use a curve. But you prefer a gray set or mixed by yourself? I just use 2 different grays, like a dark gray and a medium light gray, as just to pour it out. Makes it easier. I could just mix it myself, but it just saves a bit of time. And then if I need in between, I'll just dip. I always mix with my machine as I'm going, and I'll dip between colors. But I just pour out a couple. I have quite a few gnarly tats from when I was 15. Well, I do cover-ups. Make sure you get a ticket. It might be you. Let me just check how the Raffle is doing. All exciting stuff. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Maybe I'll do another one at Easter. I did an Easter one last year, but not as many people I think were interested in Easter one. Christmas is the one. You did my jungle theme. Oh, of course. Yeah, it's because your surname. Yeah. Can't wait to see you again, Ryan. What do you think about American traditional tattoos? Yeah, mate. I think all tattoos are cool if they're done well. All styles are cool. Obviously, I do my one that I specialize in. But yeah, if the tattoo is clean and it's good, any style, get what you want. There's no rules in this game. Some tattoo styles I'm like, why? What is the point in that? I don't know. There's some really questionable, quite grungy looking. I don't even know what it's called. It's like scribbles. I think Billie Eilish has one of those really. It's like not traditional. It's like tribal, but really grungy tribal. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know. Is what it is. It's 2 a.m. here. Have a great holiday, for you. Thank you. That's it. Staying up way past your bedtime. 2 a.m. I go to bed at like 8 o'clock. Good luck, Merry Christmas. Yep. I think you would love the OG Fury 2 machine with Foul. I've never heard of that. Let's give it a Google, shall we? OG Fury. It's a 4.2. Pretty decent price. Yeah. Seems pretty good. I always like a long stroke. That's amazing. Where am I? There we go. I take it you're an artist then. What kind of work do you do, man? Can't see. Is that a tattoo in your profile picture? Nah. What is everyone's Christmas dinner? Because we've got some people from other countries going on. What are the traditional Christmas dinners? I want to hear them. I love talking about food, as you know. Turkey is obviously traditional, but is it the best? If I had it my way, it would be getting lamb roast. Lamb is the best. Unbeaten. Tell me how you handle your client, bro. What do you mean? How I handle my client? In what regard? I usually tell my client, just watch 3 times a day on first 3 days and don't put any aftercare first 3 days of healing process. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Just wash it. Keeping it clean is the most important thing. And I actually say don't use any moisturizer, any balm, anything for a good few days. Let it dry. Like a tattoo is a wound, right? Like if you cut your arm or burned your arm, you wouldn't start moisturizing it. You just wouldn't. You would just let the air get to it and just let it breathe. You know, obviously a lot of fluid gets pushed out of a big tattoo, so I wrap it up in tattoo armor and let that absorb all of the fluid for the first couple of days. And then after that, you just want to let it dry. Keep washing it so it's clean. And then once it's fully dried out, no more fluid is being pushed out of the skin, you know that the top layer of skin is closed. So a risk of infection goes down because nothing's going to get in. If nothing's coming out, nothing's really going to get in. At that point, when it starts feeling really dry, you can moisturize it. But dry healing is good. Just clean is the most important thing. If in doubt, dry it out. That is the saying. Turkey, goose fat roasties. That's what's up, bro. It's all about the goose fat roasties. Gammon, roast beef, 3 meats. Honey parsnips. I, controversial opinion, do not like parsnips. Honey carrots. I'm all for a carrot. Parsnips are like, so Jodie's parents, when we would go around for dinner, in the beginning, early days of our relationship, so before I could really pipe up and kick off, she used to hide the parsnips in with the roast potato. So you could just be like having the time of your life, roast potato, and then bang, parsnip, not even realize it. No. She knows now. Separate pans. Don't you, Sue? Usually eat tamales. Pozole chicken. What is that? Let's give it a Google. Search Google for tamales. Cool. Ah, that looks good. Yeah, fair enough. Roast beef. See? Vegan? Bruv, you're on the wrong YouTube channel right now. Don't get me started. I agree. Parsnips. I'll eat it. Yeah, 100%. Parsnips. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Duck, roast pork. Mate. Chips. Chips on your plate. Seems outrageous. Merry Christmas, Josh. Totally love the quality of your work you produce. Thank you very much. Has anyone got any goals for next year? I want to hear that as well. This is usually around the time of year people start talking about things for the new year. Not that you need a new calendar year to go for your goals. You can just do it anytime. But it's always good to hear and entertain. Nine minutes left. Quite common in Denmark for chips and dip. Interesting. Chips instead of roasties, that's what I'm saying. But I guess, listen, like, England might have conquered the world at one point, but they must have kept all of their dinners. I don't know why they wouldn't want our dinner. It's the best one. The tattoo armor that you use is not available here in Iran. What do you recommend? Puppy pads. They're basically just overpriced puppy pads. Like, I would admit, tattoo armor is it is marginally better than regular puppy pads, but so many artists just use puppy pads anyway, or like bedwetting pads. Any type of like big absorbent pad is going to absorb the fluid overnight when you have a fresh tattoo. How should I wrap it? Yeah, so you get your hands on some of those. Yeah, just wrap it overnight, but you can't just leave it on for ages. Like, wrap it up for the night, wash it, change it, put a new one on. My name is Brandon. I'm from Oregon, Utah, USA. I've been watching your shows. They're great, man. Keep up the hustle. Thank you very much. Quite a lot of Americans have subscribed, actually. I think we're like 20 or 30% American audience, which is pretty cool. I've never been to America. I like the idea of going. It just looks like such a massive place. I wouldn't have a clue where to go. Who's my favorite artist? Oh, that's tough. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I follow probably like 900 different tattoo artists on Instagram. And yeah, it's part of the reason why I haven't had any more tattoos, because I can't decide who to get a tattoo from. I like a lot of different artists. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Sprouts, thumb up, thumb down. 2 thumbs down. Brussels sprouts. Who wants that? Listen, I'm a grown up now. I'm an adult. I have my own house. No one can tell me I need to eat my veggies. I ain't doing it. Can I use tenor later? What? Tenor? What is that? What is this? No, I don't know. I don't know about those. I don't think that'd be big enough. What? Shows I don't know. You're getting Glover special Brussels with chestnuts. Listen, Mr. Glover, you can bring them to my house, but I'm not eating them. No chance. If I ate Brussels, no one would want to be around me. We're close. Only 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Sprouts it out. Yeah, love it. Print that on the t-shirt. What artists inspired you to become a tattoo artist? That's a great question. And straight away, a couple come to mind. And obviously, because I'm live, my mind is going blank. Damn it. There was a few. Steve Butcher. Steve Butcher is number 1 for color. He was big long before I was tattooing. Ryan Evans, black and grey. I think I saw one of his bear tattoos that went kind of viral. Again, before I started tattooing. Yeah, I actually emailed Ryan Evans to try and get a tattoo from him when he was still over this way. And obviously I was only young. I was like 18 and my ideas were terrible. And he didn't want to do my tattoo, which was fine. Like now I'm older, I understand. Like I requested something which isn't his style, which is so silly. But yeah, Ryan Evans and Steve Butcher, those two I can off the top of my head. Yeah. I didn't catch. What do you mean exactly? Could you explain it one more time, please? What should I use instead of tattoo armor? Puppy pads or like bedwetting pads? Basically, just big bandages. Let me show you. Hold on. So like they're branded for different purposes, not obviously tattooing. These ones they're marketed as for people who wet the bed. So you put them down on the bed. So if you wee, it gets absorbed. But it's perfectly great to wrap your tattoo in. And it's just a big bandage. The ones that are tattoo armor, like branded for tattoo artists, is basically the same thing for about 30 times the price. So, but I would admit, like the tattoo armor ones are a bit better. They come in their own resealable pouch. They're like, I think the outer layer seems a bit more breathable, or I don't know. It's still going to be good. Where are we? 3 minutes. Ooh, 3 minutes to go. I'm busting for a wee. I should be able to hold it. Thank you so much. No problem. So the ones they're called Tender Care. They're on Amazon, but I don't know if they'll deliver to where you are. We'll see. Merry Christmas from New Zealand. Are you guys ahead of us? I think you are. So it's Christmas right now. Christmas morning. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Tim, winner gets full Christmas dinner portrait back piece. Oh, mate, that would that would be so funny. A full Christmas dinner back piece. I would do that. It's more than £2,000, but fuck, that would be so funny. I would have to do it. Christmas dinner back piece. There's an artist who just come to mind. She's an oil painter, and she paints these really brightly colored dinners and like baked goods. For the life of me, I'm not going to be able to remember her name. Oh man, no, I'm not going to remember her name, am I? If I remember it, I'm just going to have to mention it in another video. But she's a great artist. Thank you very much, Greg. It'd be great to have you back, mate. It'd be good to see that native tattoo that I did a few years ago. 1 minute. 1 minute. Run, get your tickets. Use a pad, Josh. Don't bother with the toilet. Yeah, no. What? I use burn bandages, work well for tattooing. Yeah. Anything that's absorbent and clean. Like, it doesn't actually matter what it is. The point is you want your body to do the healing. So just allowing it to do that whilst at the same time protecting it from any bacteria coming in. That's why you want to cover it. But you also want it to be able to breathe and be able to push fluid out. You don't want to stop it. So if you have a cling film, you've suffocated it. Like, it can't breathe. It's going to sweat. And then all of the fluid that wants to come out is just going to be sitting there. And it's going to keep your skin wet. And that's not good. You want it to dry. Rightio. 1 minute. I think we're basically ready. 60 people watching. That's like 2 whole classrooms. Right. It's 7. Dust is about to settle. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. So let me just get this ready. I'm going to need to copy and paste. Everyone who's bought a ticket, I'm going to have to export their names. Dan Kitchener does not look like. Yeah, I think I've heard that guy's name. Okay. Let me focus. I'm getting nervous. Like, what? is moved. You should still be able to see me. Yeah. Once I've copied it over, I'll spin the camera around so you can see it. I just want to make sure I've done it right. I did a practice earlier. Right. Copy. Right, that's the timer. Where are we? Okay. Let me make sure I don't unplug this. Hold the phone. I'm tangled. We're tangled, guys. Hang on. Right, here we are. Everyone can see that, right? I've copied and pasted everyone's name, and you can see on the side here, like, if someone's bought more than one ticket, their name has gone in multiple times. All right. Okay. Oh, buddy. Sweaty palms. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, spin. Darren Burley. What? We have a winner. Is Darren watching tonight? Is Darren in the chat? That's what I want to know. I don't know if he is. Let's go, Darren. That is sick. And then we're done. Right, maybe we should call Darren. Let's see if he answers. I don't know if he's watching. Let's find Darren. Darren Burley. Let's go, Darren. Is Darren watching? Should we call him? Should we call Darren? What's the bet he's at work? Let's go. Yeah, lucky boy. Let me just make sure we're. Shall we call him? Let's have it. Now I feel like I'm like with the lottery. Anticlimactic if he doesn't. Oh, if he doesn't win. He doesn't answer.
Welcome to the email. I'm sorry, but the person you called.
We'll send him a text. Congrats to Darren, and thanks to everyone who entered the raffle. That was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be doing more. And I think as the YouTube channel grows and we get more subscribers and more people who are then going to be able to see it when I advertise a raffle like this, we'll just make the prizes bigger. So we've already doubled our prize from last year. Last year I gave away £1,000. This year, 2,000. So next year, who knows? Like we might have 100,000 subscribers or something crazy, and I might give away a whole sleeve. I don't even know. We'll just have to play it by ear and see what's going on. But thanks everyone for watching and supporting the channel this year. We started in basically end of March. I had my channel for many years, but haven't really been vlogging or anything. And we've gained nearly 25,000 subscribers since March this year. That is insane. Yeah, awesome stuff. Lots of stuff for next year coming. I'm still going to have more videos coming out by the end of the new year. We've got a few tattoos and I want to be getting them up before we start a new year so we can leave all the tattoos in the past. Yeah, everyone enjoy your dinner or your breakfast if you're in New Zealand or whatever. Take it easy, everyone. We're signing off.